God we serve is living water. Step up to the altar, drink your fill, and here it's always happy hour, and Jesus has paid everybody's bill. Here in God's house, shattered lives are mended, broken hearts are replaced with ones brand new. Everything you'll ever need, Jesus has paid for. Here in God's house, it's all waiting for you. In here, you won't find perfect people. We're just sinners saved by God's amazing grace. But in here, we'll help you carry your burden. 'Cause out there, we've all been in your place. Here in God's house, shattered lives are mended, broken hearts are replaced with ones brand new. Everything you'll ever need, Jesus has paid for. Here in God's house, it's all waiting for you. Here in God's house, it's all waiting for you.
There we go, folks. Welcome to the program. Welcome to God's House, and welcome to Country Gospel with the Sheriff here, Jim Brown. Sitting behind the desk, sitting ready to play you some of the greatest country, bluegrass, and southern gospel music. Yes, this side of heaven. So you're very, very welcome. See, the names are coming in here thick and fast. So you keep on doing what you're doing and keep on sharing the program so others can be blessed just as much as yourself. Beautiful piece as always here in God's house. We're waiting for you, and He's waiting for you now. And what I said before, I hope you're ready for a real blessing. This is a wee song here, and as I say, it has been out for a while apparently, but I don't think I have ever heard it before. The last time I played it was on one of the Heartfelt Memory programs on a Friday morning. In fact, the first time I played it was with this young man singing it, and I was totally touched. Once again, listen to the words as Owen Mac brings you. Come, Jesus, come.
Sometimes I fall to my knees and pray. Come, Jesus, come. Let today be the day. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna break, but I'm holding on to a hope that won't fade. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come, isn't home, come Jesus, come. There'll be no wall, and there'll be no chains when Jesus comes. Let today be the day. He'll come for the weak and the strong just the same, and all will believe in the power of his name. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come, Jesus, come. One day he'll come, and we'll stand face to face. Come and lay it all down, 'cause it might be today. The time is right now. There's no need to wait. Your past will be washed by rivers of grace. Come, Jesus, come. We've been waiting so long for the day you return to heal every hurt and right every wrong. We need you right now. Come and turn this around. Deep down I know this world isn't home. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus, come. Come, Jesus,
Beautiful song there, beautiful words in that. Of course, come, Jesus, come. And that was a young man from Northern Ireland here. His name is Owen Mack. And I'm sure if you tune into Lynn Harvey's programme, I've heard Owen Mack many, many times before. But I just love that song, love the words of it. And this is what we're inviting you to do tonight, is to come to this programme and share it with others so that they might invite Jesus into their lives. Because we'd be doing the wrong thing if we didn't let you know that you'll not get to heaven without knowing and loving the Lord as your Saviour. I have a lot of people needing a request for prayer, so I'm not even going to mention names tonight of the people that need touch. You all have seen the wee posts that have been going up, and we just asked you to lift them before the Lord in prayer at this time. Going to get on with the names very, very soon, but I'm going to bring you this next gentleman. This happened to just pop up on my weekly playlist. Sort of the ones that folk would recommend you to listen to. And I love this man singing anyway, and I know you'll be blessed as Jim McComas brings you Across the Bridge.
I had lived a life of sin in this world I'm living in. I had done forbidden things I shouldn't do. I asked a beggar along the way if he knew where I could stay, where I could find real happiness and love that's true. He said, across the bridge there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and we'll never be unhappy again. Follow the footsteps of the King till you hear the voices ring. They'll be singing out the glory of the Lamb. The river Jordan will be near. The sound of trumpets you will hear, and you'll behold the most precious place that's known to man. Across the bridge there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and we'll never be unhappy again. Across the bridge there's no more sorrow. Across the bridge there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and we'll never be unhappy again. And we'll never be unhappy again. Across the bridge.
Jim McComas there with Across the Bridge. A great song, great words again. We'll never be unhappy again. Well, that's the truth too. I want to say hello to a few of our friends. First name on my list, and it's lovely to see her back on top again. Of course, is our Paddy Santoro. Lovely to see you, Paddy. Good to see you coming in. Over on the YouTube, we have Violet McMillan and Alita. And of course, Alita Coleman. Hello to Lorna and Roger Boyce, that is. And there's our cousin in, Yvonne McClymans is in as well. Good to see you in, Yvonne, as always. Gloria Miller-Green, good to see you in, Gloria, over there from the USA. One of your fellow countrymen is coming up next, a gentleman, and of course you'll all know the name Willie Nelson. Well, Willie's doing a song now with Bobby Nelson, but I don't hear much of Bobby Nelson singing unless they're doing a little bit of, maybe they're playing some of the instruments or singing background vocals, but beautiful piece. There's one you'll all know, was one called The Lily of the Valley.
Friend in Jesus, he's everything to me. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. The lily of the valley, in him alone I see all I need to cleanse and make me fully whole. In sorrow he's my comfort, in trouble he's my stay. He tells me every care on him to roll. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. He all my grief has taken and all my sorrows borne. In temptation he's my strong and mighty tower. forsaken and all my idols torn from my heart, and now he keeps me by his power. Though all the world forsake me and Satan tempts me sore, through Jesus I shall safely reach the goal. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. Shall never, never leave me, nor yet forsake me here, while I live by faith and do his blessed will. A wall of fire about me, I've nothing now to fear. With his manna he my hungry soul shall fill. Then sweeping up to glory to see his blessed face, where rivers of delight shall ever roll. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul. He's the fairest of 10,000 to my soul.
Piece there. Maybe that was Bobby Nelson on the guitar. It doesn't say it on the wee footnotes, but maybe that's just who that was playing that beautiful guitar there. Willie Nelson, a well-known singer, of course, from the USA, country singer, with a little beautiful piece from Willie and Bobby Nelson, and that was the Lily of the Valley. I want to give a big shout out to Karen for sale, that's our cousin, and to David as well. So Karen and David are watching in. Good to have you in. They're one of our presenters and one of our good friends. I'm so looking forward to catching up with them again. That, of course, is our Jim Lyon. Good to see you, Jimbo. Nice to see you. Say hello to Monica as well. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow once again to Jim Lyon at 2 p.m. for the Chaplain's Corner. And then tomorrow being Thursday, tomorrow night we have Thursday's Blessings with Monica. We have another programme to mention, of course, a little bit earlier on. And that's at 11 o'clock, of course. So a few more names. Josie Horner's in the chat room tonight. Good to see you in, Josie. And there's, well, I'm going to call her Miriam because Jim called her Miriam. Miriam de Jones, and that's from the Netherlands. And it's great to see you in. As always, lovely to see your names coming in too. You know, little do we know when we sit down to do the programme or put the programme together, who's going to be listening in, even if anybody but listening in. But the Lord moves in mysterious ways and broadcasts these programmes out to all around the world. We have a gentleman in, I take it as a gentleman in, from Pakistan, of course, once again, it's lovely to see Sephira in, and that's from Pakistan. Sorry for destroying your name, my friend. Our Vivian, one of the people who was mentioned earlier on and needs lifted before the Lord in prayer. And I'm going to mention this name because I see her name coming in to the chat room right now. And coming in from her hospital bed, and that's my sister, or our wee sister, our Anne. So remember Anne in your prayers. She's still in 2 North, I think. Anne, he's still there, and that's in Craigavon Area Hospital with breathing issues, and her oxygen levels are very, very low. But we know the Lord was going to touch her, and we know the Lord is going to see her through because He has plans for her. He's not finished with you yet, Anne. He's not finished with you yet, and you know what I mean. So it's great to see you there coming in. There's Eric sitting in as well. And it wouldn't be a Sunday night, of course, without our Myrna Kelly. Great to see you, Myrna. I know you're usually very, very busy on a Wednesday night. And it's great to see you taking time to join us on the programme this evening. Susie Luxinger. I think that's the way you pronounce that, or Lush Singer, or Lush Singer. Great singer anyway. Just listen to these wonderful words as she sings one for us called There's Only One.
Ain't got no money, no place to sleep. No one has ever been down as me. I'm just a stranger, trouble at my feet. But through all my trials, it occurs to me there's only one. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one thing that matters. It's God's love. Now I could worry about what's ahead, but I keep thinking what Jesus said. There is a place that I will go, and there'll be a face I'll surely know. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one thing that matters. It's God's love. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one. There's only one thing that matters. It's God's love. Yeah, there's only one thing that matters. It's God's love. It's God's love.
Beautiful voice there, of course. That what a song, what a words in that song. A beautiful piece from Susie Lush Singer. That's the way I'm going to pronounce it. I hope that's right. I just want to bring mention to it. It's the first time I have actually seen this name, and I'm sure it's one of our good friends have shared the program. So it's Mike Lockhart. That be right? Mike Lockhart is coming in there from, I'd say you're coming in from yes you are, from Missouri, over there in the USA. Anywhere near Bronson? I was there back in 93, I think it was, and I really loved Bronson, and I know it has changed a whole lot from what I have been told, but still would love to go back to Bronson, Missouri. I really would. Okay, Anne and Harry. That's Anne and Harry Richmond is coming in from Portadown. Hope and pray you're keeping well. Jeremy Williams is in, and there's Lois Kirsten from Bluntstown in Florida. Lowell Wilt is in as well, and there's Aaron Craig. Now, folks, just before I left the house tonight, and there was a couple of news programmes on. There's a local news programme from Northern Ireland, then there's the main news programme from mainland. And it brought mention about a family, a mother, I take it, and their son and daughter, I think, that had been gunned down very well, just within about an hour and a half away from us here, maybe 2 hours away, up there in Northern Ireland. And I'm not saying anything, I don't know, but there was a gentleman as well has been injured, critically injured as well, so we don't know what the situation was. But I asked you to pray for the family that's affected by this situation at the moment. It's Maguire's Bridge in Northern Ireland, and it's so sad to hear the likes of that happening. Well, it is close. I might never have been there myself, but I do know it's not so far away, as far as the car is concerned. You can get into it. You could probably be there within an hour or an hour and a half. So do remember that family, if you would. I'll come back to the names soon, and I'll say hello to, because I see more names coming in here, and it's great to see you sharing and coming in on this programme this evening. Country Gospel with myself, the Sheriff, Jim Brown, of course. Buck Owen's coming your way, a great, great singer, of course, from the past as well. And he's going to sing, I'll Go to Church Again, Mama.
I'll go to church again with Mama someday in the sweet by and by. I'll go to church again with Mama up there in the chapel in the sky. You know, when I was just a little boy, while Mama used to take me to church, and we'd read the Bible together, and we'd sing those wonderful old hymns that just seem to warm your heart all over. Yes, I know those were the happiest days I ever spent, when I went to church with Mama. I'll go to church again with Mama up there in the chapel in the sky. Now Mama's gone to heaven to meet Jesus there, and I know she's happy with our Lord, and I know someday I'll meet her up there, and we'll sing and praise the Lord when I go to church again in heaven with Mama. Church again with Mama someday in the sweet by and by. I'll go to church again with Mama up there in the chapel in the sky.
Beautiful song and a wonderful, wonderful singer. That was Buck Owen, of course, with I'll Go to Church Again with Mama. Hope you enjoyed that. I see a wee message from Ann there. She's getting tired. No sleep last night at all now, because she was, as I said, she was in A&E, and it's a hive of activity, or as did heard last night, Clifford and Roy, I heard Roy saying about it's now is it A&D or something it's called now, so there you go. Whatever it's called anyway, Anne was there, and a lot of people, sick people there as well, so thanks for joining us, Anne. You can just listen in, don't worry about texting, listen in to the music, and maybe you'll get a touch from some of the music we're bringing you here tonight. Noel Murphy's in. Hi, Noel. There's Rhonda Bowman's in as well. Hello, Eva Thompson. Good to see you coming in. And there's our Elizabeth Gardner's in. Good to see you. My daughter from another mother's in. And that's Vanessa McQuaid. John Rafferty is our next singer here. I think he's from the province. He's from Ireland anyway. Let's put it like that. With a name like John Rafferty. And he's going to sing Comfort of Her Wings. It's a beautiful piece. Do listen to the words.
There's a place they call the bottom, and friends, I've been there once or twice. rejoicing in your life. Tonight I thought I'd had enough when I heard a voice say, don't give up. That whisper had a no familiar ring. I didn't see the angel, but I felt the comfort of her wing. Daddy always called her angel. I never knew the reason why. I was looking for a halo. He was looking in her eye. She was always there to guide me with all the love a gentle hand could bring. I didn't see the angel, but I felt the comfort of her wing. Now I'm looking back in time to a young man stumbling through the kitchen door. How mama kept on praying when she couldn't tell me nothing anymore. I woke up in my bed again. I guess she must have tucked me in. I can't remember much of anything. I didn't see the angel, but I felt the comfort of her wing. Daddy always called her angel. I never knew the reason why. I was looking for a halo. He was looking in her eye. She was always there to guide me with all the love a gentle hand could bring. I didn't see the angel, but I felt the comfort of her wing. Now that's why Lord made her an angel. I feel the comfort of her wing. Daddy always called her angel. I never knew the reason why. I was looking for a halo. He was looking in her eye. She was always there to guide me with all the love a gentle hand could bring. I didn't see the angel, but I felt the comfort of her wing. Now that's why Lord made her an angel. I feel the comfort of her wings.
Not long ago, in the heat of the summer, Mama sat down for a meal she'd prepared. None of us thought of it being her last one. We just thought Mama would always be here. The fall of the year came and went without Mama. We finally got used to her being gone. I believe, like always, she's still watching over us, and by the grace of God, we'll be with her for long. Like somebody missing from our dinner table, someone's amen at the end of the prayer. The family's all gathered as always, but it don't seem like Sunday without Mama here. Now winter is with us and Mama's still walking where the sun's always shining and the cold winds don't blow. Now Mama will sit with all of the angels at the right hand of God at a table of gold. There's somebody missing from our dinner table. Someone's amen at the end of the prayer. The family's all gathered on Sunday as always, but it don't seem like Sunday without Mama here. No, it don't seem like Sunday without Mama here.
There we are, folks. Well, I don't need to tell you the name of that singer, of course, but I will anyway. That was the late, great Charlie Pride, and Without Mama Here. You know, folks, a lot of these songs tonight are including heaven, including Mama. And it's not because it's Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day in this country. I don't think it's Mother's Day in any of the viewers and listeners that are listening in. But I just felt that these songs needed to be put together to be played tonight. The Lord gave me a couple of these songs to play with Mama involved, because I know there's a lot of folks that are still not seeing enough of their mama. They still have got their mother alive and are able to go to them while they still have got their health, and they're missing out on that. And I'm not pointing the finger at anybody. It's not my place to do that. But the Lord knows who you are, and the Lord knows that you need to be there for your mother. If something has happened in the past, put it in the past. If you're a born-again Christian, you should not be carrying a grudge from the past, because that's all gone. That's anything that happened is gone in the past. So just remember that as you're listening to these songs tonight. Of course, Charlie Pride, Without Mama Here. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I wish my mother or our mother was still here and still with us. And, you know, I thank God every day for the short time that we had with her, which was not long enough. So don't you miss that opportunity. It's too late going to that gravestone or that spot in the ground and putting flowers on it when your mama's no longer there. You know what I'm telling you, folks. Don't leave it too late. Good evening to my dear, dear friend. That's Ann Turner. There's another name in. Caroline Smith is in. Good to see you in, Caroline. Joan Garrett is in, and there's Joan McWhirter. Our Ruth Fairgreaves in. Good to see you in, Ruth. I don't know why you knew that Ann is in hospital at the moment. I just seen your wee message you put up there, and she was in the A&E, but she's now up in 2 North, and she's on the old mask to try and get a bit of oxygen back into those lungs and get her back to full health. But we know the doctors can do what they can do, the nurses can do what they can do, but nobody can put a limit on what our God can do, and He's not finished with her yet. And that's what I'm still asking for prayer, not only for Ann, for everybody out there that needs a touch from the Lord, no matter what their ailment is, let it be physical, mental, or any other ways. Just remember those folks in your prayers at this time. I'm going to bring you a great singer. I know he was played again the other day on one of the programmes, and I know he'll probably be played again tomorrow at some stage. His name is Stephen Wood. I think he's a fantastic voice, and he was introduced to me by the boss man, and he's going to sing a beautiful piece, one called The Least That I Can Do. So just listen once again to these wonderful words of Stephen Wood.
Sometimes on my journey, I get weary in my faith, and I want to throw my hands up and give up the race. But then I'm reminded what Jesus went through, and my soul cries out with victory, this is the least that I can do. So I will walk 1,000,000 miles or more in the hot, burning sand, or climb the highest mountain, then swim the ocean span, to tell someone of Calvary's tree and one dark empty tomb. After all that Jesus did for me, it's the least that I can do. Last night I dreamed of heaven, and I saw my mother there. She held me close and spoke with tears of joy. She said, I've prayed for your salvation, and I've never gave up on you. I cried as she continued, it was the least some that I could do. So I will walk 1,000,000 miles or more in the hot, burning sand, then climb the highest mountain, then swim the ocean span, to tell someone of Calvary's tree and one dark empty tomb. After all that Jesus did for me, it's the least that I can do. Oh, to tell someone of Calvary's tree and one dark empty tomb. After all that Jesus did for me, it's the least that I can do.
Beautiful singer, absolutely wonderful ministry has that young man. That's, of course, as I did say, Stephen Wood. I'm just trying to scroll down here and see there's someone sent me a message there that they love Stephen sing as well. And I know it was it Joan McWhorter, I'm not sure, but I do agree with you. I really love them singing as well, I really do. And Anne says that the nurses have come in, so let them listen to the music. Let them see who's on. Your wee brother. Your older brother, of course. Your only brother, in fact. Dave Poling has said it's very, very hot over there where he is. I think he says it's up in the 90s or the 100s. Dave, you just hold on to that, son. Yeah, there we go. Partially cloudy, 92 Fahrenheit. Feels like 102. Well, I sometimes feel like 102 as well, Dave. I sure do. And it's great to see you coming in. A big shout out to our dear friend from New Zealand. And isn't it early morning with yours? It's very late at night with you, Dorothy. That's Dorothy Neal. Lovely to see you in. I want to say hello to Mary Campbell as well. And I want to ask Mike Ask Mike Loward, what part of the country or the world are you from? I know Jim always says, Jim Lyons, no matter where you are, Jim would say, what state do you live in, or what part of the states are you from? What part of the world are you from? Let us know. Put it in the wee comments and I'll give you a wee shout out wherever you're from. I can't do like Jim does. I can't give you the weather because I don't have the weather forecast in front of me. I know over here we're just waiting on the rain coming again, unfortunately. But there we go. That was Stephen Wood, beautiful singer with a wonderful song, The Least That I Can Do. Sorry, folks, this old phone's coming through. And that's our other sister texting me, Lauren. Of course, you've all heard me talking about Lauren. She's in the nursing home, but she just always texts me a wee message in at this time of the night. So she can't get watching, so I put her onto, try and get her onto the YouTube channel to get watching, but it doesn't happen, unfortunately. But anyway, let's get on with the singers and the songs here. Here's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And I'm so looking forward and waiting for a young local man bringing this piece, because I've heard him doing it and he does a wonderful job of it. And he has told me that he eventually will be getting it on record, or getting it recorded. Sorry, not on record, but getting it recorded. And it's a beautiful piece called The Purple Robe, or The Scarlet Purple Robe, some people call it. And it's brought to you this time not by Bobby Abraham, but by a wonderful group called the Lewis Family.
There's a story so unkind in the holy book we find, and it tells how Jesus stood alone one day. False accused and they're condemned, yet they found no fault in him. The man who wore the scarlet purple robe. Purple robe my Savior wore. Oh, the shame for me he bore, as he stood alone, forsaken on that day. And they placed upon his head piercing thorns of blood-stained red. His raiment was a scarlet purple robe. In the common judgment hall, he was mocked and scorned by all, as the tears of sorrow fell upon his cheeks. Soldiers of the wicked men smote him with their evil hands. The man who wore the scarlet purple robe. Purple robe my Savior wore. Oh, the shame for me he bore, as he stood alone, forsaken on that day. And they placed upon his head piercing thorns of blood-stained red. His raiment was a scarlet purple robe. Words of truth that they were plain from the lips of Pilate came. In this man I find no reason he should die. But the multitude then cried, let him now be crucified. The man who wore the scarlet purple robe. Purple robe my Savior wore. Oh, the shame for me he bore, as he stood alone, forsaken on that day. And they placed upon his head piercing thorns of blood-stained red. His raiment was a scarlet purple robe. His raiment was a scarlet purple robe.
That was the Lewis Family with the Scarlet Purple Robe. Big shout out to Barbara and Eric Drennan. That's the next name coming in there to the wee chat room. And I've seen Barbara chatting there with my sister Anne. Anne, I don't know why you were in and heard me saying earlier, Anne is at present in the hospital. Barbara, she's in with, she's having a few problems with her breathing, just COPD, and she's also a bit of fluid, but they're getting looked at. She's getting looked after really well. she's on oxygen, and God willing, she might be home tomorrow. You never know, but I'll be up to see her tomorrow if she's not. So there we go. Another great singer, once again played quite often here on the programme, on not only in this programme but on many of the presenters play, Dennis Thompson. And I think actually Press On Jim played Dennis on Friday night's programme, if I'm not mistaken. Here's one from him right now, one called Until the Storm, and Until the Storm is Over. I want to get the title of it right. Until the Storm is Over. The singer is Dennis Thompson.
Since I've traveled on this journey, I've never seen a storm like this before. I keep listening for the thunder, while clouds hovering overtake their form. I know that you will guide me, so to your nail-scarred hands, Lord, I will cling. And though I may not want this trial, I know that it will be just what I need. But until the storm is over, I need you, Lord, to come and help me stand. For I've always been just fine when I've held on to your strong and mighty hand. Lord, I know this is your will, and for me this is your plan. But until the storm is over, I need you, Lord, to come and help me stand. Sometimes it's hard to understand why the path that I am taking gets so dark. But there's contentment in this journey, because you've been with me from the start. Lord, ever since you found me, I don't recall a time that I regret. So let this storm come in around me and show me why you've never failed me yet. But until the storm is over, I need you, Lord, to come and help me stand. Strong and mighty hand. Lord, I know this is your will, and for me this is your plan. But until the storm is over, I need you, Lord, to come and help me stand. This is your will, and for me this is your plan. But until the storm is over, I need you, Lord, to come and help me stand.
Another great singer there, and that of course was Dennis Thompson. with Until the Storm is Over. Beautiful piece it is too. I want to give a shout out to June Ryan, one of our good friends who listens in, and we always get to see her every other Thursday morning. And looking forward to catch up with you in the morning, June. Good to see you. The man himself from the USA, one of our songwriters or one of our singers, and that's Steve Bruno Samuels. Good to see you, Steve. And hello to your lovely wife as well. There's our niece in on. That's our Jennifer Jeanetteson. Good to see you, Jennifer. Lovely to have you coming into the programme this evening. Good to have you coming in. The next singer coming up, I always thought it was Tim Shuttlesworth, but it's Tiff, Tiff Shuttlesworth, with a beautiful, beautiful piece for you. One called Drifting Too Far from the Shore.
Clouds overshadow the sky.
us today. Let him show you the way. You're drifting too far from the shore.
Beautiful song. You know, when I listened to that the first time or two, I thought, and I'm probably right by saying this, I've sung it many, many years ago in little meetings that I'd went to, and beautiful piece, You're Drifting Too Far from the Shore. The singer was Tiff Shuttlesworth. Margaret Anderson is the only name that I see coming in, so I'll give you a big shout out, Margaret, and you're very welcome to the programme. I know there's a lot of folks over there on the YouTube that just want to watch and listen, and on the web's page as well. You see me putting them up every now and again. Do you also remember the prayer room and remember the prayer team, our prayer coordinators there, David and Avril? Of course, if you have a prayer request, contact them and they will petition it before the Lord on your behalf. That's CASG Prayer Room. And there's the administrators, David and Avril Dale. And of course, tune in tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, God willing. And I think David is on in the morning at 11 o'clock. I don't think it, I know it, in fact, unless something has happened to change that, of course. So looking forward to that, of course. Another lovely singer, a lady singer this time for you. Just two more songs to bring you before we close the programme tonight, and I would love you to stay with us. There's a name missing on my chat room, and I'm concerned about her, and I hope and pray she's okay, and that's our Dale Gilmer. I know Dale hasn't been feeling too well of late, so do remember Dale in your prayer, and her family as well, and that the Lord will look after her. Connie Smith is this next lady coming along, and it's a beautiful piece. It's one called A Home in Heaven.
Around me, many are building homes of beauty and wealth. But what of a home up in heaven, where
Beautiful voice of Connie Smith there, A Home in Heaven. Just a wee message has come in there from Paddy. Monica Lyon said last Thursday, sorry, you are right, Paddy, I forgot about that. Well, she'll have to go to a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so will not be on Thursday's Blessings with Monica. And Jim may go with her unless, so we'll say sorry, unless there's something that's changed before that. I'll just check up with Jim now when I finish the programme here this evening, and I'll have a wee chat with him and see what's happening. And there's Opal has come in, of course, that's Monica's mum, just comes in, seeing her name coming in there, Opal Reeves. Say hello to Opal. And sorry, Opal, you're late. I haven't got that wee thing that Jim has to, for the Saints come dragging in, but that doesn't matter. You come in anytime you want, and you can play catch up, of course, and listen to the programme all over again. So leave it with me, folks, and we'll have a wee look and see who's on tomorrow night. If there's a programme on tomorrow night or what's happening, we'll let you know about that. Just keep a wee eye on our Facebook page, and of course we will keep you informed of what's happening. Okay, don't forget now to join David in the morning, and then if I said, I will let you know about the rest of them. God willing, I will be back in the seat here on Friday morning for Heartfelt Memories with the Sheriff. So looking forward to bringing you some more great local gospel artists this time, and some beautiful gospel music that you'll all be able to sing along with. So Chad Rayner is coming to, I think that's the way, Rennet or Rayner is the way you pronounce his second name. I'm so sorry if I have said it wrong. But what a singer and what a song and what a message. That was a beautiful piece there, of course, by Connie Smith, one called A Home in Heaven. Well, this is guy Chad's going to sing one for us now. But I hope and pray if this is what you have on your mind, that you're ready to go. Because if you're not, folks, if you go to your bed tonight and you waking up in a lost eternity, what a shame that would be, folks. What an awful thing that would be. So Chad's going to sing for us, Leaving on My Mind. God bless you all until we meet again.
The old house I'm living in is needing repair. Windows and the shutters are letting in cold air. I say to myself, I'm gonna fix them when I can get the time. But all I'm getting lately is leaving on my mind. Lately all I've got is leaving on my mind. It seems that's all I'm thinking about most of the time. But soon and very soon I'll leave my trouble far behind. Lately I've got leaving on my mind. So I guess I should be looking for a better place to live. But I can't seem to get excited about the world and what it can give. I couldn't care less if I could buy it all with a solitary dime. For what good would the world do me with leaving on my mind? Lately all I've got is leaving on my mind. Sometimes that's all that I'm thinking about. Most of the time, but soon